Hey, everybody, welcome back to today's show, this Friday, October 14th, 2022 edition of Your Defending Fathers with Trucker Randy Bishop here on the Patriot Voice Radio Network. Joining us this segment is John Palmer. He's a candidate for Onaway Public School Board. He's decided to run and wanted to have him on the show to talk to you folks today. So, hey, John, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Good morning, Randy. Thank you for having me today.
Yes, I wanted to have you on the show, John, because you are part of 6 people, concerned parents there in the Onaway School District that have decided to run for school board. You guys have all put your name on the ballot and basically running as a slate, if you will, a team of folks that want to be elected to the school board for the very first time. For those people who don't know you personally in Onaway, tell us a little bit about yourself and where were you born? How long have you been in Onaway? And a little bit about your family history.
Well, Randy, I was born in Onaway, and I have lived in the Onaway area my entire life. I've owned a couple of successful businesses there, worked for the city there, and currently I am a heavy equipment operator for the county of Sheboygan out of the Indian River Garage.
Oh, okay. Now you said you worked for the city of Onaway?
That's correct. I worked for the city of Onaway for just shy of 15 years.
And what did you do for the city?
I was in their DPW department, and before I left the city, I was the DPW foreman, the wastewater treatment plant operator, and the city's water operator.
Oh, wow. What years were you there? How long ago?
Oh, I left the city of Onaway January of 2016, and I started there June of 2005.
Wow. Okay. Well, one of the things that I wanted to have you on is why did you decide all of a sudden this year to throw your hat in the ring and step up and say, yeah, I want to be elected to the Onaway School Board?
Well, got to be honest with you, Randy. I never in my life did I think I would ever run for the Onaway School Board.
Okay.
I graduated from Onaway myself. So did my sister. The schools were fantastic, but I graduated in 1980. So things have changed significantly since then. And I kind of lost track of what was going on for years. But now that I have a 8th grader and a kindergartner in that school, I kind of have opened my eyes to things that is going on socially that I believe has trickled into our school and is affecting our education system. And I don't like what I see.
So basically, now let me get this straight. You said 8th grade daughter?
That's correct.
So she's getting ready to go into the high school as a freshman next year.
That is correct.
And what are you hearing, from the community? What are you hearing from school board meetings? What is it exactly that that you've heard that brings you to, have some concerns about your daughter going into the high school next year?
Well, I to be honest with you, I've only attended one school board meeting, and I actually got up and left that school board meeting. I only had to be there for a little while to realize that what I had been hearing actually was taking place.
Okay.
Just because of some of the conversation that was being had at that meeting. So, I have concerns. Policies, I think, from what I understand, I have not been privy to any of the school policies or bylaws as of yet. When I get elected, and I say when, because I'm going into this election confidently, I hope to win this position.
Sure.
I fully intend to delve deeply into the policies and bylaws, and I want to dissect them and make sure that policies and bylaws are being followed by any and all who fall under them, with no exceptions. And I'm a stickler for rules. And, when
Yep.
I was in school, part of a good education was being able to learn to follow the rules. And I think that needs to maybe be visited here.
Yeah. Well, especially when it comes to curriculum, things that they're teaching the kids in the classroom, um, maybe perhaps even administration and some teachers and things like that. You're saying that you're hearing things and you're very concerned about this. And when you get elected, you go into this and you find certain policies and procedures that are in the manual, actually in the school board's rules, you're saying, this is something that you're going to make sure they're followed and that people are held accountable.
That is correct. That's absolutely correct. I think that's what's happened. And I think that's what has caused some of the conversation in the community, let's just say. Uh, it's a good old boys club kind of a thing. That's what you hear. Then they can do whatever they want. That's the kind of stuff you hear. And
Sure.
I think, bylaws, I've been on the Onaway Fire Department since 1989, and we have bylaws. And by golly, you follow those bylaws. They're not maybes. I think it's a good idea. It's nothing like that. Bylaws are bylaws, and you follow them to the letter.
Yeah.
And that's that. That is your governance. That's how you do things. And I am just a stickler for that. And I am going to delve into, and I hope I really don't find anything. But if I do, you can bet your bottom dollar we will address it.
Sure. Like you say, the bylaws for the fire department, they're not suggestions.
That's right.
Sure.
That is exactly right.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I know a lot of people in the community say that a lot of people have been apathetic. They haven't really paid attention to what's been going on in the schools. They haven't really paid attention to the school board meetings. You guys got families to raise, businesses to do, jobs to do. You also do farming at night after your day job.
That's correct. My father and I, along with a good friend of mine, the family's helps us on the farm. We're running about 320 acres, and we raise hogs, wheat, oats, barley, and alfalfa.
Yep.
We cover a lot of ground, and I go to work at 5:45 every morning, and I end it fairly late every day. But like I mentioned earlier, I think there's some social issues that's getting into our schools that has my eyebrows raised, especially, like I said, I've got a 13-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son going into this school, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm afraid. I'm nervous for them, and I'm just doing what any good parent would do. I'm looking to protect my children, and I want to protect the children of the community. I mean, and education is number one, paramount. We say we're for the students. Everything we do is for the students. Well, like I had said earlier, I feel part of a good education is being able to follow the rules. It goes without saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know there's a lot of concern about a few teachers over at the high school, especially some of the things that they've been promoting and introducing to the kids. A lot of the school board decision this week, even they made the decision and voted to allow transgender bathrooms. Allow kids of different sex to use the opposite sex bathrooms. And I know you have a certain feeling about your daughter. If she's in there using the bathroom, you don't want a boy walking in and exposing himself to your 13-year-old daughter.
That's absolutely correct. I'm a very protective dad. My
Right.
daughter, she's a petite little thing, and I don't know that how much self-defense she could put up, and who's to say? I mean, bad things happen. Nobody plans events like that.
Sure.
You just don't plan for it. And I am concerned, and the teachers that, Randy, I guess I'm going to be blunt about this.
Sure.
I mean, that's a bad habit I've been in, and I say what I think. If you were born a female, you go to the girls' room. If you were born a male, you go to the boys' room. Look at your birth certificate. What that says, that is the restroom you use. I don't, as far as specific teachers, that I'm not going to say anything until I can get in there and take a look at it myself. But from the outside looking in right now, it's all hearsay. And until I get in there and can actually lay my eyes on it, I have to lay out my intentions.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I know other folks that are running with you, Jessica Chandler, Aaron Chasky, yourself, Kanisha Perkins. She sits on the curriculum committee of the school.
Correct.
James Rieger's on the ballot. Lori Kowalski is a school teacher at the school. And you guys are vested in this. You have kids in the schools, you teach at the schools, you sit on committees. And like you say, when you get elected, you'll be a quick study and you'll learn these policies and procedures. And like you said, you're going to start holding people accountable, I guess would be the bottom line.
That's exactly right. That is my intentions, Randy. I'm not gonna try to kid anybody. I am nervous about running for the school board, but am I scared to run for the school board? Absolutely not. I think that there are things that need to be addressed, and there are things that need to be fixed. And this group that we're running as, you might as well call it our group.
Yep.
We all are like-minded. We want what's best for the students. There's no doubt about that. And we all have ideas of what's right and what's wrong. And, that's why we all want to look at this situation as a group. And we feel that we can right this ship in our minds. We can right this ship.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know we're busy at work, John, and taking a break here to come on the show this morning. So I want to just wrap it up here and give you basically a final 30 seconds. What would you like to say to the voters that are going to be voting in Onaway Public School District on November 8th?
Well, to the voters for November 8th, remember the 6 parents in Onaway we are concerned, and know this, that we do have the best interests of the students in our minds. I mean, they are at the forefront of the reasoning for this group getting together and taking a shot at this school board. As far as getting in there and getting it done, should we all get elected, please be patient. We will look at the policies, the bylaws, and we will get this sorted out. And the transparency will come from us. Guaranteed, we want the community involved. You guys will all know what's going on with that school board. We plan on putting microphone in for public comment. We want the community to get involved with this school with us. And together, we can make it a great school.
Very good. All right, sir. Well, again, this is John Palmer. He's running with the group of concerned parents. And we appreciate you taking time from work this morning, John, to join us. And stay in touch. Keep in touch with us. And we'll talk to you soon.
Will do, Randy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Bye-bye.